What the fuck? Welcome back to the Out of Touch podcast. I'm Chris, that's Bill, and today we're watching The Mask from 1994, starring Jim Carrey and introducing Cameron Diaz. So Bill, what did you think of The Mask?
It's The Mask, man. This is like one of Jim Carrey's best movies.
You love me. You really love me.
Yeah, it's weird because he made like he made The Mask, Ace Ventura, and Dumb and Dumber, like all came out in the same year.
That's a hell of a year.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap.
It's insane. I always forget that. I'm like, that is so nuts that all those movies came out at once.
They were all big hits.
Yeah.
All very successful. All had bad sequels without Jim Carrey in it. And at least one bad sequel with Jim Carrey in it for two of them.
I would argue the Ace Ventura sequel is not bad.
Well,
it's different, but it's not bad.
Granted, I've only seen it like maybe once. I didn't hate it.
I like When Nature Calls. But that's not what we're here to talk about today.
Certainly not.
It's The Mask.
Loosely based on a Dark Horse comic.
Yes. Just kind of insane that it actually was a comic.
Yeah, because, when you're a kid in the 90s, you never heard of the Mask comic, because why would you? It's a hyper-violent, independent comic that you shouldn't be reading, kids.
Definitely.
It's a very different story, but a very different Stanley Ipkiss. The Stanley Ipkiss of the movie. He's this dog, nice guy, but darn it, he means well, and he's a good-hearted person. In the comic, he freaking sucks.
Oh, man.
He's stepped on by the world, but he's an asshole.
Oh, jeez.
He's an asshole to his girlfriend. He's an asshole to everybody.
Oh, man.
And he holds grudges for years. He kills his grade school teacher.
That's a pretty insane grudge to have.
Yeah.
I mean, it is insane that this is based on a comic, but, very different than the comic.
Though there's still stuff from the comic in it.
Yes.
The only two characters, Stanley Ipkiss and Lieutenant Kellaway.
Okay.
Lieutenant Kellaway in the comic actually gets a hold of the mask at one point.
Huh. Interesting.
He tries to use it for good. But the mask is, it's chaos.
Yeah. It's malevolent. It brings out, like, the worst things in people.
Well, in the movie, they have it. It's your innermost desires come to life. So when Jim Carrey, as Stanley Ipkiss, puts it on, he just kind of becomes zany and maybe a little much, but he's relatively harmless, mostly. But then the bad guy gets it, and he's a monster.
It's a demon.
With a demon voice and
Yeah.
glowing eyes.
This movie is pretty good. It's like a movie that has been around forever. It's a movie that I don't remember when I first saw it. I must have been like young, though.
Yeah, I don't think I would have saw it in theaters, but
Definitely not.
I had it on VHS.
Yeah.
So I saw it when it first came out. I was there when The Mask was at its peak.
Yeah.
I was The Mask once for Halloween, though not by choice.
Huh. It's so weird because this is one of those movies that it's like not really a kid's movie, but like had a cartoon.
It's accessible enough for kids.
That's true. There's not really too many hells and dams, and
No, it's
the
like
violence is cartoony.
Yeah, except that one time.
Sorry, wrong pocket.
Oh yeah.
A couple people get shot.
Yeah.
But there's no real blood.
No.
But, it's a 90s movie, so they're still smoking.
Smoking!
That's true.
Everybody's lighting cigarettes.
Smoking is cool, kids. If you want to look cool for a girl, you gotta smoke. Like when he has his like fantasy when like what he wish happened instead of being splashed by the mud puddle and then having his jalopy dropped off in front of Tina.
That is like the most relatable thing in this movie. Having something just go absolutely wrong, awful, you just completely whiff it, and you just like dwell on it and just imagining like, oh, why couldn't it have been like this?
Yeah. Yeah, this movie, man, I don't know how many times I've seen it. It's been a long time since I actually saw it, but like I remember seeing this movie a lot when I was younger.
Same. I mean, I must have saw it so many times that I think I've only seen it like once or twice in the last decade or so, and I still remember it pretty damn well.
Yeah.
Like I can't word for word recite it like I can like Ninja Turtles or Batman or something like that, but I remembered everything. There was no moment where I was like, what? I don't remember that. But I remembered it all.
Yeah. I'd say the only thing like that, like I thought happened a little earlier in the movie was like the dog getting the mask, but then like as I watch the movie, I'm like, oh yeah, it's like at the very end.
Yeah, you might be remembering its awful sequel.
I don't know if I've ever seen the awful sequel.
Consider yourself lucky.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Jamie Kennedy. I think
No
that's
one
who is in that
No one
movie.
is.
Yeah.
No one is. There's.
Yeah,
I'd be hard pressed to find a fan of his or anyone that remembers him.
yeah. But
He just went away because nobody cared.
yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it's funny. It's such a good movie. It's like weird because it's like a comedy movie, but like also like kind of like a
It's a little like a superhero movie.
yeah,
a little.
I mean, kind of. And I don't know. It's also like musical too. There's a surprising amount of like dance numbers and stuff.
There are 3 musical numbers.
Yeah.
2 back to back, and then the one with the cops later on.
Yes. The Cuban Pete. It's like an old song.
Yeah.
That like they actually re-released that song with Jim Carrey singing it because it was that popular.
When I start to dance, everything goes jig, jiggy, boom, jig, jiggy, boom.
But this movie is pretty cool. It's honestly, it's made in 1994. One of the first movies, I guess, kind of like using CGI like effects. And I don't know if like it was just because we both watched it on like the new release of the movie, but like honestly, I feel like all the effects still looked really good.
Well, they don't rely on it too much.
Yeah.
They got lucky that they had Jim Carrey. He had a very expressive face, apparently, that there was stuff that they wouldn't have had a CGI just because of how expressive he was. But it's all very cartoony, so it didn't have to look real.
Yeah.
That's also what helps.
Yeah, I mean, like,
It's all exaggerated.
I feel like the biggest, CGI effects in this are like, when he's like spinning around.
Yeah,
like,
it's all
kind of
just-
like Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah, and that's all simple blur stuff, and everything else. It's very exaggerated. It's very heightened. If they tried to do that more texture, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
This was before they could really do CGI people. They could do dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That's what they perfected back then. Like
Because like I think
they
the
couldn't do
biggest
fur.
yeah, because I think the biggest like CGI effects in the movie are probably like when he morphs into the wolf, and then probably like taking off the mask and putting the mask on when it like kind of like wraps around his face and stuff.
And the dog.
Yeah, and the dog.
And just anytime, he has like his eyes bulge out and things
That's
like that.
true. Yeah, but I don't know. I like the mask. He's like so crazy. He's supposed to be like Tex Avery cartoon character, which
Yes, they very much leaned into that.
yeah,
Like in the original comics, it's wacky, but it's like violent, psychotic. This was very much like, let's go zany, cartoony. We see him at one point watching that classic Tex Avery short, Red Hot Riding Hood, which I saw a bunch of times when I was a kid.
yeah,
Because they used to air all those Tex Avery shows on Cartoon Network. The Tex Avery Hour.
yeah.
So I remember that wolf. I knew him even before I saw this movie.
Yeah, and I remember that like weird Tex Avery revival cartoon they did like when we were kids too. That was like really weird. I mean, the intro alone you might like recognize it, but you're just like, what the heck? I don't know. It was called like the Tex Avery Hour or something. It was like a Fox Kids thing.
Oh, the Tex Avery Hour, that was a Cartoon Network thing. That was just old shorts.
Yeah, this was like a new like Tex Avery thing. I don't know. It was really weird, but I remember that.
I don't know. This was back in the day when Cartoon Network would actually like highlight classic cartoons and their creators.
Yeah,
There's the Chuck Jones Show, the
Yeah.
Tex Avery Hour.
All right, Mrs. Peen Man.
yeah. I don't know. Some of the gags in this movie I love, like, especially since like a lot of the people kind of just like unnecessarily like assholes to Stanley.
Like the mechanics.
The mechanics, the freaking landlord. She is just like such a bitch for no reason.
Seriously. I understand getting mad about the mud on the carpet.
Yeah,
Because, dude, wipe your feet.
yeah. But like it is weird that like he gets home and she's just like immediately is yelling at him for some reason. It's just like
seriously.
this guy's like a mild-mannered banker. I can't imagine him like not paying his rent. So why is he being such a bitch to him?
She's just a bitch.
Yeah,
It's just like, we're meant to like feel sorry for him.
yeah,
He's got a mean boss, a mean landlady, bad luck with everything.
yeah,
Like the part at the club in the beginning when his buddy's bribing his way in, but he gets distracted for half a second and gets left out.
yeah.
But then he makes the mistake of, he shouldn't have crossed that rope.
No,
Don't cross the rope.
definitely not. But I don't know, some of the earlier gags with like the mask, like when he's like sneaking around the hallway and then like the clock falls out and he's like brings out like the giant hammer and just like destroying everything. I don't know why, but when I was a kid, I thought like the funniest scene in the movie was when he gets flattened by the car and he like lifts himself up and says, "Look, Mom, I'm roadkill." When I was little, I was obsessed with that for some reason. Like I just thought it was like the greatest thing ever. Like,
Anytime he yelled like something wacky like that, I always loved it when I was a kid.
yeah,
That leads to the scene with him in the alleyway with those goons, which is taken from the comic,
yeah,
where he makes the balloon animals and then makes a Tommy gun. Though in the comic, he murders all those people that follow him into the alley.
of course.
This, he just shoots over their head. Of course, we get a joke that I didn't understand as a child.
Sorry, wrong pocket.
That wasn't a
Yeah.
balloon.
No. Yeah. Yeah, I guess like that was one catch that like I guess when I was little I was just like, "What? Okay."
Like, I don't get it.
What's without a weird balloon? But
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a used condom.
Yeah. So weird.
In an air quotes kids movie.
Yeah. A kids movie. It has a cartoon show, guys.
It doesn't mean anything. Rambo had a cartoon show.
That's true.
What's wrong with our world?
I don't know. It's like if John Wick got a cartoon show. Honestly, John Wick should get a cartoon show. Like geared towards kids.
Oh, God. We've had this discussion before. The coin-operated car,
Yeah.
the dog,
Yeah.
kid sidekick probably.
Probably.
I guess now it'd just be the ballerina. That'd be his kid sidekick.
Pretty much. Yeah. But yeah. I don't know, it's such a fun movie. Being a fan of Taz, I like how he like spins around like Taz, like all over the place. It's pretty cool.
You know what's funny is that I was kind of thinking about it when watching it. How some people just sort of don't think about the fact that there's a guy with superpowers all clearly.
Yeah.
They're watching the security footage. He's zipping around the bag. It's like, yeah, this is clearly an inside job. Instead of like, what the hell?
Yeah.
This guy's got super speed. What is going on here? They just think he's a guy with a rubber mask. They're not once does Kellaway be like, Ipkiss, how the hell are you doing that?
Yeah. It's like explain your godlike powers.
Like they just all take it in stride. It's so weird.
I don't know. It's kind of like a weird like heightened reality too.
A little bit.
Like, it's funny because like the city is Edge City, which is like not a real city.
Nope.
Which I'm assuming that's in the comic probably.
In the comics I read, I don't think it was named.
Oh, okay.
Not that I remember. I might have missed it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like faithful to like some aspects of the comic, but then like definitely does its own thing.
Very much so.
Like it has its own thing with like the mask being like, Scandinavian thing, where in the comics it's like vague voodoo maybe, but
We don't know. It's a
Yeah.
mystery. The mask itself also just looks different.
yeah.
It's a little more distinctive in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say like the mask in the comic though, like you can tell like what it is like from like the movie version. It still has like, the big teeth and green. So,
Yeah.
it seems like it's like bigger in the comic than it is in the movie, but like,
About the same size, honestly.
okay.
There's an interesting bit where I don't know if it was a size thing or this guy just does whatever he wants anyway, so what can the mask give him? And he puts it on, it just doesn't work.
Interesting.
No
Yeah.
explanation. It just doesn't work for him.
Like in the movie too, like they have like a thing where like the mask only works at night.
Yeah.
Like,
It just works in the comic. People just leave it on.
okay. they're just like that all the time.
Yeah, some of them just leave it on for long stretches of time. Like they don't have to take it off.
Yeah.
It creates like a kind of a Jekyll and Hyde kind of situation. A little nutty professor.
Yeah.
It's party time! P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta!
It's such a great movie though. It's kind of crazy like that this is like Cameron Diaz's first movie because like
Everybody starts somewhere.
yeah, like you think of like her as such a big movie star, and then like when I saw like introducing Cameron Diaz, I'm like, oh wow, like
Everybody starts somewhere.
yeah, but super hot in the movie.
Oh.
Like
Even at my young age, when I saw her, I was just like, I don't know why, but I like that.
yeah, it's like I'm very interested in looking at this lady in this movie for some reason. I don't know why. Also, I feel like my voice is deeper all of a sudden.
Ain't I good to you? I know how.
But yeah, it's kind of like a cool world in The Mask. It kind of, in the movie, sort of reminds me of like, Batman the Animated Series a little bit, just because like the city is kind of like very imposing, like kind of like Gotham is a little bit, and it's maybe it's like not intentional. But
No,
like,
it kind of is.
okay.
I was watching some of the bonus features, and the director explained how they kind of went for more of a timeless look, which is why there's no modern 90s
Yeah.
wardrobe or anything like that. Everything's a little more throwbacky in some ways.
Yeah.
And obviously, we're only a few years removed from Batman 89 at this point, so everything's still kind of aping that just a little bit, even if
Yeah.
it's just the background.
Yeah, because not that like there's like that many like retro cars in it.
No,
but
no.
I guess it's like also like the big band type of music in it too.
Sure, but even in universe, that feels like a throwback.
Yeah, because when he's going to the mechanics, he's like, oh, I got a '89 Honda Civic.
Did you recognize the mechanic workshop?
I didn't.
It's the Ghostbusters firehouse.
Oh
The
really?
interior.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They just reworked it for.
No, it is a real firehouse in like LA. The interior,
Oh wow. Okay.
because the interior is not the one in New York,
right.
which is like the famous exterior, but the inside was always shot at a specific firehouse in LA,
Interesting.
which is for whatever reason a mechanic shop in this movie, and whatever it was in Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Wow.
same place.
Interesting.
It's only in like 3 movies outside of Ghostbusters.
Fascinating.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But like if you go back, you look at that, it's like, holy shit, it's the Ghostbusters firehouse.
Huh. Interesting. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Time for an overhaul!
Yeah, it's weird too, because when I was watching some of the bonus features, they kind of like explained like this was like kind of like an independent movie too. Like they kind of kept talking about how like New Line was like pretty new at this point, but like a lot of the people they were naming at New Line, like Mike DeLuca, I'm like, hey, that guy's like in charge of Warner Brothers still. It's pretty nuts. I know the director of this movie. His like previous movie was like Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, oh, I know that one. That's like the fun one.
Yeah, and he apparently pushed for this movie to be lighter because it's like, oh, if we just do it like the comic, it's just gonna be a Nightmare on Elm Street again,
Yeah,
like silly and violent.
yeah. Because from what I watched in the special features, there was a couple of different scripts for the movie. Like the first script was kind of like a horror show about like a guy like cutting people's faces off and like,
It sounded like
wearing masks.
It sounded like they leaned too far into the horror direction.
Yeah,
There's probably a version of this that is kind of more balanced, but they clearly went in the right direction because the movie was a big hit. Everybody loved it.
yeah. Like there's a couple different writers. Like I guess like the second version of the movie was like pretty close to this version, but it still kind of was like lacking some stuff. And then like the final version like added like the dog, and then like focused more on like Stanley and kind of took like a lot of like the horrible gangster stuff out of it. It was interesting too just to find out like The Mask was like one of the first like Dark Horse comics. Dark Horse is such like a gigantic brand, mainly just as like a book publisher now, but
Mostly, yeah.
but its actual like comics are like, when you think of Dark Horse comics, you think of super edgy Star Wars comics from like the 90s or early 2000s.
Or Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, or Hellboy.
Yeah.
'Cause, and it's just like Mask.
Shockingly, no Hellboy Mask crossover. Hellboy's crossed over with Lobo, and there was a Joker Mask crossover
Wow, really?
where Joker gets the mask. Doesn't go well for Batman.
Yeah. I feel like the Joker, like maybe the mask wouldn't work on him though, because like he is just
It worked in that it gave him powers.
okay.
It didn't really change his personality.
Yeah, just got more
At least not
powerful.
initially.
Okay.
He kind of got like, I guess like, stale.
Hmm.
Because, when you win all the time, it's less fun.
Yeah. That's really interesting though.
I need to reread that one.
Yeah.
Now that I've actually read like the original Mask comics.
This guy's incorrigible.
I don't know, this movie was like a huge hit. It was kind of like everywhere for a while, Everybody was saying like smoking and somebody stop me.
Somebody
Yeah.
stop me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they promised the sequel, Jim Carrey backed out, and then that should have been the end of it. But it wasn't, Chris?
No, apparently not.
No, Son of the Mask.
And that came out like a long time after this one, though.
Yeah.
Like,
way later.
and, you know, it's kind of funny because like Jim Carrey was kind of like notorious for like not doing sequels.
Yeah, like he did Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, and then nothing else for years.
Yeah.
Until he did another Dumb and Dumber, and then like 3 Sonic movies.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I mean, like, I like all 3 of those Sonic movies. I hate Dumb and Dumber 2 or whatever it's called.
I saw enough of it, and
Yeah.
that was it. And I don't need to see the rest of it.
But I will defend Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls someday. But
I will never defend Son of the Mask because that movie was terrible.
yeah, I mean, I've never seen it, but
I watched it once. It was during a phase where I would watch things out of morbid curiosity until one day I realized I don't need to do this to myself anymore.
yeah,
Sometimes you could just look at a bad movie and say, oh, I don't need to watch that because it was bad. It was a bad movie.
I feel like it's like kind of dumb that like they did try to make a sequel to The Mask
You know-
without Jim Carrey. It's just like, don't even bother.
They did bring back one cast member.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's correct, Wendy. We all wear masks, metaphorically speaking.
That guy.
the Clear Eyes commercial guy.
Yeah, he shows up briefly at the beginning giving a tour of the museum, and a fake version of the mask is on display.
That guy's in like a ton of movies. It's just like a boring guy.
Yeah, that was like his like bread and butter for years.
Yeah, I mean, he's the teacher in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and
Bueller.
yeah, like that's probably the most famous things I know him from: Ferris Bueller's Day Off and the Clear Eyes commercial.
I think this might have been the first thing I ever saw him in.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I might have seen the Clear Eyes commercials, but it probably could have been the first thing I saw him in too. But I love this movie. It's really great. It's good that it finally has like a decent physical media release after
like, it
years
had,
of
like,
not having a good one.
Yeah, I had like a shoddy Blu-ray from like a decade plus ago, and I was like, come on, guys, what the hell? And then all of a sudden, Arrow just putting out all these New Line movies was like, all right, here's the mask. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice that there are like boutique like Blu-ray makers now that are just like, yeah, like not as many people are interested in it, but like, you know, the people that are, they're, you know, will do high quality releases because, you know, some people want it
Yeah,
and it's cool.
we're never going to do a wide release for the 1990s Ninja Turtle movies, but darn it, we'll do it for the people that want it.
Yeah.
And I thank them for that.
Yes. Indeed. And we're doing a crazy release of Excalibur because why not?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
And Mortal Kombat, apparently.
That's very interesting. But yeah, you know, The Mask, it's a great movie. Still
Love it.
holds up.
Very fun, very crazy.
Yeah. Infinitely rewatchable kind of, you know.
Yeah, kind of. It's a breeze.
Yeah.
Like 90-ish minutes.
I don't know, a lot of effort went into this movie.
Hey,
Like it's crazy.
if you've only seen Jim Carrey play Robotnik, watch The Mask.
Yeah.
It's awesome. A lot of fun.
You love me. You really love me.
I have to bring this up. I love the fact that this movie kind of subverts the love interest, because you think Tina is the femme fatale, and then there's like the reporter lady who you think, oh, that's probably the real love interest.
Yeah.
But then she sells him out to the mob.
Oh yeah.
It completely flips what you'd think would happen.
For the 50K.
Yeah. And in a deleted scene, she dies because of that.
Yes. Just crazy.
It throws her in a printing press. I saw that a few years back.
It's pretty nuts.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting twist, because I'm like, I think that was like the first time I was like, oh, whoa, shit. She's a bad guy? What the hell? Good thing I saw the movie before the cartoon, because that would have confused me even more, because she's in the cartoon and she's still his friend for some reason.
Oh yeah.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
That always bothered me.
Yeah, really weird.
Screw you, cartoon people.
Yeah, she's a mean lady.
Well,
got
she was nice, but she was, I guess, no, she was mean.
Yeah.
She
She was nice, but like also like I gotta get my bag, and
yeah, she sold them out to the mob.
it's kind of funny because like 1990s money, it's like we're gonna pay you $50,000, and I'm like, that doesn't take you as far as it used to, huh?
Definitely not.
Yeah, like
I would need a few more zeros, mob.
yeah. It's,
Look, if I'm gonna sell this guy up the river, I need a little bit more.
yeah, it's like can I have like $200,000?
I'll take $500,000.
Yeah.
That'll work. I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
It's like 400K, 400,000. I'll do that. That's cool. All right. He's right here. Get him.
I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, it's The Mask. What more can you say?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
It's one of Jim Carrey's best.
Yes.
It's probably still my favorite of his. That's not Batman Forever because that's got Batman in it.
I don't know if it's my favorite Jim Carrey movie. I really like, I don't know. He has a lot of really good movies, honestly.
I do really like The Truman Show. That's a really good movie.
Yeah, Truman Show's good. I like both Ace Ventura movies a lot. Yeah, I don't know. You know, Jim Carrey, like, he doesn't have, like, really any, like, bad movies, honestly, except for maybe, like, The Number 27. But,
And Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah, and Dumb and Dumber 2, yeah. I try to forget that one, because I'm like, why did you make this? It's like, the first one's great.
You avoided sequels for so many years. Why start now?
Yeah. The big joke in Dumb and Dumber 2, I hate so much.
I blocked it out. What was it?
It's like they don't know what sex is.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
Yeah.
That's the Out of Touch podcast. Smoking. Somebody stop me.
There you go, son. Now get out of here. You're bothering.
You were good, kid. Real good. But as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, see?